on the show.
All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Luis Heel. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And right back to the mound. To first, 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That missed by a lot. 1-1. Heel with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat. Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now swings and misses. That's strike 1. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. And a pitch. Just missed.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Strike on the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder,
Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. First pitch just misses. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. And that one is lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. 1 away.
Batting second.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Trent Grisham.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit right now. I mean, he knows it. His team knows it. Everybody in the stands knows it, but they need him to turn it around. You know, I'm told he's putting in some extra work in the cages, as he should be doing. So we'll see if he can break out right here.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Scherzer, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Trying to bunt his way on. Slings it across. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield is back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Judge rips that one. Going back. That one is gone. Judge blasts one out the opposite way. His 7th home run of the season. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Look, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Popped in the air, left field. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Yankee Stadium, digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Heel back to work. Santander with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 2 for 9 so far in the series. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Ball 2. In the dirt. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
Santander at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Digging in, Will Wagner. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that is out of play. Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
George Springer at the plate and takes high there.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, and that's just foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one the other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. 2 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch, and he just misses. Scherzer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Base knock right field. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Paul.
First and second, no outs. And now Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Out to center. And there's one down.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. First offering, and it just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Strike on the inside corner.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get out of this.
So here's Scherzer. Pulls that one foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's a little bit high. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the
Batting
other
up,
way.
the
But that
designated
time,
hitter,
a little anxious.
Richa.
Now here's Trent Grisham.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball 1 there. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho under it, nabs it. That is the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they still lead it 1-0. On to the 3rd inning, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. That clips the zone. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And that's a little bit high. Going to count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Line drive and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball, really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
One out, bases empty. Just off the outside edge, and now 2-0. That one missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And a 4-pitch walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boo. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Lifted in the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Toronto. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody
Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Next offering is in for a strike. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop,
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. The shortstop takes the ball. Headed towards the corner. And George makes the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his
number
highest
99,
gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The batter, number 13. Second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a chopper out to short. On to Jimenez.
He's out.
And that will end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing.
Let the groove soothe you, yeah. Then let the beat smooth you, get up. So many things I try to say when I'm writing, and I find myself simply fighting the pen instead of igniting.
Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Cooking other vibes, I made like 20 flames. This place my level, and now I'm a renegade. Living life on it is my realest phase. Staring at the bag, now they got their hands out. Where were you when I was man? Now you switching brands now. I'ma be the greatest doing what I'm doing, hands down. I'm manning up like quarterback, but I cannot be playing around.
That
Ball
one inside. Ball 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. That one not close. And that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Ooh, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Doubled his first time. Breaking ball misses down and away. And there's a ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That misses. 3-1 now.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Blue Jays down a run. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Ernie Clement digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Outside with a breaking ball. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. In the air, left field. Dominguez gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that.
I get in line for you. Gotta get in line.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the
the
league.
catcher, Austin Wells.
It's about to arrive. Fate will tell who will survive. The populace cries out, they're looking for a hero. Blind need the weak, they embrace the deceiver. False prophet converts them and overturns believers.
Max Scherzer back to work. That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike one. And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Clement should have this one. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number one.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the
Now
heart of the
batting,
plate. Had
third
pretty good
baseman,
timing on it. Just got
Oswaldo
underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Cabrera.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ball 1, no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Outside, and that's ball 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Fastball for a strike. Squirts away a little bit. Pitch misses. 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Foul ball there.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Trent.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Fly to center his first time. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Just missed. Swing and a foul out of play. Goldie, the lead runner at second. Dominguez on at first with 2 down. And downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that misses. And that's ball 3.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Heel back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Hauls it in for the out.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And the batter is George Springer. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Fouled off down the right side. Springer, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next pitch is outside. Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off, 2-2.
We got a full count.
Struck him out looking.
Really nice pitch right there. He dotted that fastball on the inside and just froze it for the backwards game. Even if he swings, so tough to do anything with the pitch in that location and that velocity. You almost have to be looking hard in with 2 strikes to handle it. And who does that?
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bellinger under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
He's got to be frustrated with that call. So he gets the call
Now
and picks
batting,
up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Volpe in the box now. No balls and a strike. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
On the ground to the left. Finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the
right
count
fielder,
right there.
number
He kind of
99,
rolled over on this
Aaron.
pitch a little bit, but he got enough
Yeah.
behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Inside. And that is ball 1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And Judge spoils that one. Volpe leads off first with 1 away. Way upstairs, and it's 2-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Man at first, 1 away.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his
The batter,
career
number
since
13,
day 1.
second baseman.
2 on, 1 out. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter,
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Chad Green up and loosening in the pen. Nance, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That one misses, and the count even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2. Two on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone
Number
right
28.
there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Pitch misses there, and a count 1-2. Right side, hard hit. Third out. Yanks strand a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there. Hamilton also throwing. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one down.
The batter, the second baseman.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. The Jays trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the air on the infield, Wells settles underneath it, makes the grab for the second out. And the batter now, Bo Bichette.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Pitch misses there, and 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one missing low.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses. And now 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. Caught him looking for the K. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing.
Watch me, watch me, watch me. Let me work, 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 work. I put in work.
of the 6th.
Leading
And
off
stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Max Scherzer goes to work. And first offering is fouled off. Scherzer deals. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Max Scherzer is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.